You know what? There are just some things in the world that, no matter what, are worth living to see. For me, that's gonna be Sonic the Hedgehog 3 whenever that shit happens, because oh my god, I think Sonic 2 might be better than No Way Home. I think it might be my new favorite movie. Years ago, when we first saw that first Sonic trailer, where he looked like some rejected mutant fucking muppet, I never could have guessed, 1, that it would get a sequel, 2, that it would be successful, and 3, never thought that the sequel could be probably my new favorite movie of all time. For me, my favorite movie for years has just been Cars 1, and nothing has ever beaten that for me. I don't know why it is Cars 1, it just is. It's been like that for fucking years. But nah, sod that shit. I loved Sonic 2 so much. I mean, I think you've already seen the reviews of people saying easily best video game movie of all time. But the thing is, right, if Multiverse of Madness wasn't coming out this year, I reckon Sonic 2 would have been the biggest movie of the year. Like, I genuinely prefer it over No Way Home. And No Way Home, the hype for that was just another level. This is just me saying my thoughts on the fucking movie. And yes, there will be massive spoilers, right? I feel like it's impossible to give a full-on review of a movie of something without saying the spoilers, right? You're just gonna have to do it. First of all, the movie, start to end, was fucking fun as hell to watch. All I was doing was smiling the whole way through. I was smiling just before it started, you know, when you're just waiting for it to fucking start and just like, hurry the fuck up. I want to see it. I was just in love with it the entire way. The CGI is so much better than the first one. The characters, the story, so much better in every way than the first one. And here's the thing, the first one was really good anyway. I just want to go over things that I fucking love about the movie. 1, Idris Elba as Knuckles. I never once liked Knuckles. Like, for some people, he's their favorite Sonic character of all time. I never once gave enough shits about him until Idris Elba played him, and holy shit, he did such a good job. I never actually could have guessed that he would have been as good as he was. I liked how they did Knuckles. He's not completely retarded for once. Okay, yeah, and maybe in the end, he does kind of remind me of like some fat-ass autistic child when playing baseball, but I like his character, how he's never known anything other than war and fighting his whole life. So when he's finally finished his quest of searching for the Master Emerald, all he's got to do now is just have fun, which he's never had in his whole life. So that's just really nice. And I also just really like his character development, how him and Sonic actually have something in common, and also how their pasts are actually kind of connected. Also, I never thought he could be as fucking badass as he was. The fight between him and Sonic in the temple with the Master Emerald was so good, so fun to watch. I actually really liked Tails as well. I think it was a perfect choice, keeping the same voice actress from the games to play him in the movie. I also kind of liked how they took his character from modern Sonic games now and then actually developed it. He was a pussy that did help Sonic, but was still too afraid to actually go out and fight and do something for once. And by the end of the movie, he had some balls. And that's what I fucking love. He was actually sick. The scene where Sonic and Tails are just dancing to Uptown Funk as well was just so entertaining to me. I don't know, it had no right to be. It just fucking was. I love the friendship build-up between Sonic and Tails throughout the movie. You can just tell there is a real friendship going there. Like, if I'm being honest, when it comes to the games nowadays, it just feels like Tails is a sidekick and only a sidekick and not Sonic's best friend. Jim Carrey once again just smashed it as Eggman. I just kind of wish they did make him fat. Apparently Jim Carrey really wants to be a fat Eggman, and it would have made sense as well in this movie. Imagine he's been on the Mushroom Planet for more than 250 days. It would make sense if he just spent his whole time eating mushrooms and becoming the fat fuck we all know. But at the same time, when he becomes a god later on with the Master Emerald, it probably would have looked weird if he was a fat fuck. So yeah, good thing they didn't, I guess. Also, the Master Emerald looked fucking gorgeous. The Death Egg robot as well. I never would have guessed that Eggman literally just puts it together out of pieces from tanks and loads of different vehicles and shit, but it was just so beautiful. And I never could have guessed that, you know. With the first trailer, I felt the big surprise reveal was that Knuckles was going to be the main antagonist for the movie, or at least one of them at least. But then one of the TV spot drops and I see the Death Egg robot. I'm like, holy shit, this just changed everything. I love all the game references as well, like Sonic breathing an air bubble when he's underwater, or the snowboard scene, or all the references to the fact that Sonic loves chili dogs, or at the end of the movie where Sonic defeats the Death Egg robot by just tapping it with his foot. There is no way that isn't a reference to Sonic 06. And also just a lot of cool callbacks to the first movie, like when Sonic said meow, or just another moment where it's completely in slow motion. You just see Sonic destroying Eggman mechs like it's nothing. The movie also was pretty funny as well. It's definitely not up there with like fucking Deadpool or something like that, but it didn't have any jokes that made me cringe or anything, which is always good. So long as Sonic avoids trying to be like Sonic Colors, then it will be fine. For years, my favorite Sonic voice actor has always been Jason Griffith, but I think Ben Schwartz might top it. He is an amazing voice actor for Sonic. Sonic. I kind of want him to take over the role for the games as well. Because I'm not gonna lie, I never really liked Roger Craig Smith as Sonic. His voice just never really fit the character, and I don't think it ever will. Ben Schwartz just works perfectly. And then just so many of the scenes just look so epic. Like when Sonic starts running on water, or the moment where Team Sonic come together to fight off the Eggman mechs was just the most cinematic shit you could ever get. Like that whole moment where Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles all team up to charge at the Death Egg robot. It was just fucking beautiful to see. And I love the heartfelt story that was told as well. That's something that just feels rare to get in the games. So to finally get that for Sonic for the first time in like the last decade is just beautiful. There's so many impactful and emotional moments. Like when Knuckles reveals that he never saw his tribe after they told him not to go along with their mission. Or the moment on the beach where Knuckles is confused as to how Sonic can be so hopeful when he also lost everything. That's just the type of character that Sonic is. He's always positive, always hopeful, and that's why I love him so much. And that climax, the ending, even though it was literally just Super Sonic versus the Death Egg robot, it was just done so perfectly. Like, you rarely ever see Sonic in a situation where he legit looks like he is going to die. It's rare that we ever see him beaten up badly by Eggman. And you see him just struggling to get to the Master Emerald. And then it shatters in front of him, and I just, like, part of me just loves the fear in his eyes. He was so scared for his life when he thought the only thing that could help defeat Eggman just broke in front of him. And the moment where he says, "I love you guys," before just getting stepped on, like he was just accepting his fate with his family, is just beautiful. That I feel like that shit I rarely ever get with a Marvel movie as well. Thank fuck people just record the shit from the cinema and then post it on TikTok, because I cannot count how many times I have rewatched that Super Sonic reveal scene where he just lifts up the Death Egg robot foot and you just see him, and it's just... Even though I knew exactly what it was going to look like, it was still so fucking hyped to see it. And the way he just catches the Death Egg hand with one hand like he does in Sonic X, and then just annihilates it, also kind of like in Sonic X. And then, as I said earlier, he just knocks it over with a tap of his foot, like in Sonic 06. I think one of my favorite references was when Sonic and Tails were dancing, and he actually does the pose from the Sonic Adventure box art that he also does in Sonic Generations whenever you're doing tricks. That's like 2 iconic poses they've done for each movie, so I'm hoping the third one kind of gets one as well. But I don't really know what else to say except the fact that Shadow the Hedgehog, holy shit, has got me hyped. Now, this movie is definitely not perfect. There's a few things that I definitely didn't enjoy as much. I know earlier I said from start to finish I was smiling the whole way through, but I'm not gonna lie. The intro just before when Knuckles appears on the Mushroom Planet was kind of slow and pointless, but at the same time, who gives a shit? Eggman flossing just pissed me off, I'm not gonna lie. Agent Stone being a massive simp, I don't know how I feel about this, to be honest. I feel like it'd be really cool to see if he, like, dies, but then Eggman takes his brain and turns him into Orbot. I also love the fact that Eggman mentioned one thing he really wants to do is enslave humanity, turn them into machines, just like how he turns animals into machines in the games. But yeah, I was just so surprised about the things that were able to surprise me, because I knew exactly what was gonna happen. Eggman was gonna use Knuckles, then he was gonna betray him, then they were all gonna team up, but it's just the way things happened. I never could have ever imagined it would happen like this. I still think back to that first fucking trailer with the horrific mutant rat design, and I'm just so surprised at how far we've come. But other than that, I just love this movie. I just love this movie. I can't fucking say it enough. I just fucking love this movie. It was amazing. It just feels so good to be a Sonic fan in years. I said this when I made my Project 06 video. I'm gonna say it again here because this time it's just fucking gorgeous. And also just one thing for the critics, if you think the problem with a Sonic movie, a movie about Sonic, doesn't have enough human interaction, just go fuck yourself. Simple as that. But anyway, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. Sorry if I spoiled this movie, but I did warn you at the beginning. But yeah, this movie is amazing. If you haven't seen it, honestly, go fucking watch it. It was the bollocks. And until next time, lads, have a good one.